simple name in a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, it's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game he is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Austin Mack makes a catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab in their space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
On the run, it's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
The sure hands, it's Rodgers. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Mack. The screen, he can go. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 25-yard line, and now they have a decision to make on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on fourth down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll go with a direct snap. And they make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Unloads quickly. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The RPO, it's complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Austin Mack. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Mack. Rushes on him. Going long. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage lead, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Running inside. It's Bishop. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Give to the back. Makes one man miss. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Now here's Mack. Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. Yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The inside handoff. Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Options galore here. Second and just a few inches. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Mack. Makes the grab. Runs through a man, and he might have space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Back to throw, it's Mack. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw the back end. Great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Throws it back. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
You know, that play right there shows when the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They boot it away on 4th down. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Off the RPO, complete. Still running at the 40. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 7 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Mississippi State engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Looking for room, it's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got a man. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The balls are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick release on the RPO. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Bishop. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tennessee! A methodical drive that they finish shot by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The pitch to the left. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Mack using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in the... Could be an alley. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll go play action with Mack. Moving away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Austin Mack got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the red zone, it's Hill. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game
might have a chance. Past the 30, the 20. Touchdown ball. Rolling his way into the end zone.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Throwing Mack. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now here's Mack. Bringing the heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Austin Mack. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
It's complete on the right side. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Mack. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Austin Mack throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Dropping back, it's Mack. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Throwing, Mack. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot. In the quarter, you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Turning it on! Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteer! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The ball straight back with a touchdown. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind
offense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tide ready to roll on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Mack finds his man down the middle.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Gets the back moving. Just keeps slinging it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Again, it's Mack. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Austin Mack. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Dropping back, it's Mack. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throwing, Mack. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Now on the move. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Mack makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And this defense is doing exactly what I would do. Like, bring in more DBs, like rush the passer and play the pass. So how is this offense going to take advantage, make some plays, because they've got to do it now.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Now here's Mack. Gets it out quickly. He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that 1st down, and now they've got a decision to make on 4th. Trying to get it to the marker. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. It's caught downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Austin Mack Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Snap it from their own 46. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner. Got the speed, got the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned back the tide to lay claim to this rivalry once again.